Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So we've gone through the first two scenarios of Rise of the Red Skull. So we took out Crossbones at the beginning, and then we just took out Absorbing Man. And he kind of looked like he had some sort of delaying tactic that he was pulling on us. So Spider-Woman's motorcycle got stolen by Madam Hydra here, and after we beat him up, we kind of headed back to Avengers Tower, but it looks like Avengers Tower has been taken over by Hydra, which is kind of weird. So we're trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and as we fly back, we get shot down. So that was kind of a bummer. So we're heading over to scenario 3, which is Taskmaster. Still waiting for the Black Widow movie to come out so we can see Taskmaster. And I keep thinking it's going to come out and just keeps getting pushed. Anyway, all right. So, let's see what it says here. With Absorbing Man in S.H.I.E.L.D. custody and Madam Hydra in the wind, you are flying back to Avengers Tower to plan your next move when all reality is changed in a flash of yellow light. When you reach New York City, you are shocked to find Avengers Tower emblazoned with a Hydra banner. But before you can process what has happened, an explosion rocks your Quinjet and you crash land in the city. Yeah, that's not good news. On the ground, you find that all of New York is under Hydra rule. Anti-hero propaganda is plastered on every corner, and squads of Hydra soldiers patrol the streets. They are led by the notorious Taskmaster, Hydra's new chief of police. He is going door to door hunting down heroes and locking them up. He fired the surface-to-air missile that brought you down, and now he is searching for you. All right, so let's see here. It's got a villain deck. We're going to do Taskmaster 1 and 2 because we're doing standard. Main scheme is hunting down heroes, which we have out there. We have our Hydra Patrol is in here. We've got Weapons Master in there. We've got Standard in there. Let's see here. We go to Campaign Setup. So for Setup, each player searches their deck for all cards with the Setup keyword and puts them into play. So last time I chose that bad boy right there, basic attack upgrade, which is a permanent setup, and it's giving me +1 hit point, which I've reflected with my 12 here instead of 11, and then I'm going to get +1 attack. It's like a permanent combat training. Awesome. All right, let's see. So we've got that, and then shuffle each experimental attachment recorded in the campaign log into the encounter deck, which I did, and we have a exosuit and powered gauntlets have gone in there. So it doesn't look like it's making any notes about the 5 delay counters we got last time. So nothing for that yet. So it looks like we're ready. We got all of our setup to go. And there's everything else is after victory. So I think we're good to go here. Move some things out of the way. Get my cards because I tend to use a lot of these cards here because it's Spider-Woman. Let's see here. As the setup goes, let's see, we've got hunting down heroes. So this says, we've got our contents out there. Setup, it says set each captive ally aside out of play. Search the encounter deck for Hydra Patrol and put it into play. Shuffle the deck. So these are the captive allies right here. Oop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So we got Elektra, one of my favorite characters. White Tiger. What else do we have here? We've got Shang-Chi. And who's our third one? Moon Knight. All right, kind of the Batman of the Marvel Universe. All right. Let's move those out of the way. And they're sitting over here on the side. All right, and we've got a Hydra Patrol is out in play. And so a refresher on Hydra Patrol, we ran into them last episode, but didn't have to do anything with them. So when they're defeated, we're going to go look for a Hydra minion and put it into play. So annoying. All right, and it's got a crisis icon on it. All right, so we're going to flip to the other side. And we've got hunting down heroes. The notorious Taskmaster has been appointed Hydra's chief of police. His top priority is hunting down the outlaw heroes. So force response after resolving step 1 of the villain's phase, each player in hero form must choose to either place 1 threat here or take 1 damage. All right, so hey, that's kind of interesting. So he's out looking for you, and if you're in hero form, which is what he's looking for, you're going to take a threat or a damage. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's very thematic. All right, we start with the threat, and then let's take a look at Taskmaster real fast. Taskmaster says, after a player changes to hero form, they discard the top card of the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. That must be like Taskmaster adapting to what you do. You take boost icons worth of damage. So one scheme to attack isn't too bad. So we'll have to see how these captive cards come into play. I don't know whether they will or not. All right, so I think we're ready to go here. We're going to get Jessica Drew, get her cards out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's see what we come up with here. We've got a Daredevil, Pheromones, Venom Blast, Press the Advantage. Oh, lots of fun things there. So what we would potentially look at is probably getting the Helicarrier out. And then maybe a Pheromones after that to kind of set us up for another round. It's not going to let us do anything overly exciting. We could get the Hydra Patrol out of there, which would probably be a good thing to do. Nothing else is really permanence to put out there. There's a part of me that wants to Venom Blast and press the advantage, but that's probably bad. I probably need to do some setup here. Let's take a look at, we're gonna stick with these cards. We're gonna take a look at what the top card, we're gonna use Jessica Drew's ability to look at the top card of any deck and see what we've got here, and Taskmaster's Sword. Ooh, it's a 3 boost. Holy cow. Let's see. Would give him +1 attack, and his attacks are going to gain piercing, which is annoying but not horrible for me. So if we hit him with Pheromones, he's going to get that boost. I think I would rather take that than taking the hit with +3 is a pretty big hit. Oh, you know what's going to happen is when I go hero, I'm going to flip that and take that as damage. Ouch. Okay. But I think we got to do it anyway. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put a Helicarrier out there. Oh, yeah. I was pausing for a second because I don't want to play any cards unless I'm SpiderWoman, but that's not an aspect card, so it's not all that big of a deal. All right, we're going to flip over to SpiderWoman. So when I become SpiderWoman, there's after a player changes to hero form, they discard the top card of the encounter deck. Ow. So we're going to take that boost. That's a boost of 3. We take that much damage. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. But then we're going to go ahead and use our Helicarrier and our Pheromones to hit Taskmaster with Pheromones. So that's going to, first that's going to bump us up 1. And then we're going to do a stun and a confuse on the Taskmaster. And where'd my confuse go? There's a confuse. All right, now I could hit Taskmaster for 1, 2, 3, or I can take out the Hydra Patrol. I think taking out the Hydra Patrol is the way to go here. So we're going to thwart for 2. We're going to take out the Hydra Patrol. When Hydra Patrol goes away, it says each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play. All right, so I get to search, which means I get to pick which one that I want. And since there's none in the discard pile, I'm going to have to pull one out of here. I think we're going to go with a, let's see, there's a Hydra Soldier, which has guard. But when they're defeated, you get an encounter card. We have the Hydra, what's the other one? Hydra Sniper? Hydra Hunter. His attacks gain piercing and ranged. Not liking my choices so far. There's a Hydra Regular, which just has Incite 1. So I think we're going to go with the Hydra Regular. Put the Hydra Regular out there. He's got Incite 1, which means the main scheme gets a threat. All right. Gonna be done. Downside is he attacks for 2, so he actually hits a little bit on the hard side, but not horrible. Okay, so we're going to be done at this point. You're going to untap, and we're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we've got, hey, there's some finesse. Getting ready to finesse, that's good. And potentially another pheromones. Attack team might be really handy with some of these 2 health enemies coming out. All right, so we're going to go over the villain's turn. First thing is going to be 1 threat on the main scheme. We've got Taskmaster. Is going to see SpiderWoman out there. Going to come to attack, but he's stunned. So no attack from Taskmaster. We are going to get an attack from the Hydra regular, who's going to hit us for 2. Ouch. I'm taking 5 out of 12 already, so it's a little bit of pain. All right. Oh, we forgot this. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, you got to remember this one. So after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player in hero form must choose to either take 1 threat or take 1 damage. I think we're going to take the threat, because we're kind of piling damage up already. I'm a little bit concerned about how quickly we're getting damage. All right, so then we're going to grab an encounter card. Counter card is Photographic Reflexes. When a player attacks Taskmaster, prevent all damage that would be dealt to Taskmaster and deal an equal amount of damage to the player instead. Then discard Photographic Reflexes. Ugh, okay. So that tells me I want to do a low damage attack against Taskmaster. All right, and that's the end of Taskmaster's turn. We're back over to the hero side. All right, so one of the things boy, that heroic intuition is looking pretty nice right now. Oh, this goes away. Let's see here. I think we would like to get the pheromones off again and stun him again, because these attacks are going to be annoying. And we need to build and get our finesse out there. So we're going to helicarrier and use our tack team to put finesse into play. All right. So then the problem's going to be, do we want to do that? Hold on, let's think about that. Helicarrier. So if I use that, the problem's going to be, we can get the tack team out there. And then we can use SpiderWoman to thwart, maybe. Oh, that's a tough choice, because I'm not going to be able to do all the things that I want to do here. So helicarrier and heroic intuition to put finesse into play. I think that's the play. All right, so then now that we've got finesse into play, do we get a tack team out, or do we do a clear the area and try to get rid of some of the threat on there? It's going up kind of fast. We could pheromones again too, but I don't know that that's all that great of a plan. Wow. If we thwart, we only thwart for 1 right now, which is not cool. It would be nice to be able to do the clear the area first and then thwart, but we can't do that. We could, well, if we get the tack team out, yeah, I think tack team's the right way to go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to bring the tack team out. And that's going to have 3 counters on it. So 3. I'm just going to put 1 on us. All right, we're going to use the tack team to take out the Hydra regular, because I don't want to take that 2 attack again. All right, now what I'm thinking about is, do I stay around as SpiderWoman? I think so, and I could attack for 3. At some point I need to start doing damage. Oh, but we're going to get the photographic reflexes back on us. Oh, and that's going to do more damage to us. So I think we're going to thwart this round. We're going to take 2 off of hunting down the heroes. And then the question is, do I spend another round? I think I spend another round as SpiderWoman, so we're going to be done. We'll stop there. We're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we've got self-propelled glide, some immunity there, and a beat cop. All right, beat cop would be really great to get out there. All right, it's going to be villain's turn. We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Then I have to decide whether I want to put another one on there or take a damage. I think we're going to go with another one on there. All right, Taskmaster is going to see SpiderWoman out there, and he's going to attack. We're going to take this one. He's doing 2. He's going to boost for 2, so we're going to take 4. And that puts us at 9. We're in kind of a scary spot here. All right, let's see what our encounter card is. Encounter card is Hunter. So Hydra Hunter is going to come into play, and he's got piercing and ranged. Okay. All right, that's the end of the villain's turn, and we have a lot of damage on us, so that's not looking very good. All right, where do we want to start here? This goes away. We do have a self-propelled glide, which would be nice. So right now we're doing 2, and if we were to attack Taskmaster, that would kill us because he's got those stupid reflexes on him. Well, we could get contaminant immunity on ourselves, but really we need to get this beat cop out there. I think that's top priority, is getting the beat cop out there. That's going to cost us 1, so I think we'll spend Spider-Girl to get beat cop out there. And then it'll come down to, do we do under surveillance, which I think is the better play, or contaminant immunity. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 to put the beat cop out. That's going to give us a bonus of 1. We'll go ahead and use the beat cop. Take 1 off of hunting down heroes. All right. Next up is going to be deciding, do we do immunity or do we do under surveillance? I think long range I would really like to have under surveillance on. But short term, contaminant immunity is going to give us tough. And it's going to heal us 3, which we desperately need at this point in time. So I think we're going to do contaminant immunity. So that's going to give us a tough status. That's going to give us 3 HP back. That's going to boost us up 1. All right, so right now we're attacking for 2, 3, 4. So I think we're going to go ahead and attack and take out the Hydra Hunter. And then we'll use the TAC team to do 2 to the Taskmaster. And then we're going to be done. I'm going to flip to, do I flip? Probably should. But, oof, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. If he schemes, so we're going to end up with 1 on here, and he's going to scheme, we would be okay, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and flip. We'll flip to Jessica Drew. Let's see how bad of a decision that is. What's his, oh, he's going to get his shield, which is going to give him retaliate. Great, even more stuff I needed. All right, so we're done. I'm going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got Inconspicuous, another beat cop. We have Sentry. Ooh, in our Avengers mansion. There's some good stuff coming out now. That's cool. All right. Villain's turn. First thing is 1 threat on the main scheme. Now the good thing is we're not in hero form, so we don't have to worry about the threat or damage. Taskmaster is going to see Jessica Drew out there, but he's confused, so he doesn't do anything. And then we're going to draw an encounter card. Encounter card is Taskmaster Shield. Surprise, surprise. All right, so he's got reflexes and a shield right now. Okay. So we're back over to the hero turn. So what are we looking at hero-wise? So it's a hero action to get rid of the weapon. Let's see here. When a player attacks Taskmaster, prevent all damage that would have been dealt to Taskmaster and deal an equal amount of damage to that player's identity. Now, the attack team doesn't say you put attack counters on it and you remove attack counters, but it doesn't say that it's an attack, which is interesting. So, okay. What are we going to do here? So let's see here. We can start off by doing a beat cop and taking one off of here. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Hero action, that's just a normal action. Getting Avenger's Mansion out there, I think, is a good thing to do. So let's go ahead and we will helicarrier. We'll use our energy and I think Sentry, because I don't think we're going to get around to playing him. I think I've got other priorities. That's going to put Avenger's Mansion out there. All right. Then we can, that's a hero resource. I have to be hero in order to use that. Oop, this is gone. So I can get my other beat cop out there. And then maybe I just stay Jessica Drew for this turn and let him scheme up. I think that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to go Avenger's Mansion to draw a card. Oh, it's Jessica Drew's apartment. Oh, let's see here. So we're either a piercing strike to put Jessica Drew's apartment into play. And we'll go ahead and use Jessica Drew's apartment to look at 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get to grab a card, an aspect card, which let's go ahead and grab Brawn. All right, then we have to shuffle these back in. All right, so that's going to change my plan about staying Jessica Drew, I think. I think we're going to go over to SpiderWoman. I do think what we're going to do is we're going to heal first. So we're going to recover first, and we recover for 3. That's going to leave us with 3. All right, we're going to flip over to SpiderWoman. Okay, now the question is, I've still got my finesse out there. Do I finesse and beat cop or finesse and brawn, or I have to take a damage or put a threat on the main scheme? We'll take a damage. All right. So do I finesse and beat cop or do I finesse and brawn? So every time brawn attacks, I take a threat off of the main scheme. But the beat cop is going to take threat off the main scheme for a long time. So I think we're going to do the beat cop. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to play our second beat cop. And we'll go ahead and use that to take a threat off the main scheme. All right. So we're getting lots of cards out here. Do I want to do anything with my tack team yet? I will say no. We'll hold on to the tack team. Oh, and when I flipped, I need to take a boost card worth of damage. Forgot about that. So I would take 2 damage, but I've got tough. It's going to take 2 off of me. Okay. Forgot about that. When I flip to SpiderWoman, I have to make sure to take boost damage. All right, so he's got reflexes and he's got his shield, which does retaliate, which I can't do anything about right now. I could tack team, but I think we'll hold off on the tack team for now. All right, so we're gonna be done. We're untapping. I'm feeling better about my setup. I got a lot of stuff. Tack team is probably going to go away pretty soon here, so I'll move it down there. Let's move our beat cops up a little bit. Put our finesse right there. Okay. What are we doing next? We're drawing 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a Piercing Strike, Spider-Man, Combat Training, Self-Propelled Glide, and a Captain Marvel. So all sorts of fun things to use on the next turn. We'll see if we get to use them. All right, villain's turn. 1 threat on the main scheme, plus we're out and about, so we're going to go with 2 threat on the main scheme so we don't take more damage. Taskmaster is going to see SpiderWoman out here. He's going to attack. We're going to take the attack. Should we get 1, I think, because we played a beat cop. We take the attack. He's attacking for 2. He's going to boost for 1, so we're going to take 3 damage. Let's just do this. We'll throw a 5 in there, which I don't like, but that's what we got. All right, then we need an encounter card. Encounter card is Captured by Hydra. When revealed, place 1 random set-aside captive ally face down beneath the scheme. When the scheme is defeated, the player who defeated it takes that ally into their hand and removes the scheme from the game. Oh, cool. All right, so I'm going to put this scheme out there. We're going to take one of these allies. And then it's going to get 5 threat on it. Oof. Okay, 5. But I've got the potential to get one of these allies. All right, so we're going to take the top ally and face down beneath the scheme. So we don't know which one it is. All right, so that's the end of the villain's turn. That's got an acceleration token on it too. So I'm going to put a thing out there so I remember. It's got an acceleration also. Okay, we're over to the hero side. So what are we doing hero-wise? We took a decent amount of damage. Let's start off, we'll do an Avenger's Mansion. So we've got Mockingbird. All right, now, this goes away. So I can use Beat Cop to take some off of there, but there's this Captured by Hydra thing out there, which right now the problem is I'm only thwarting for 1. I could bring out maybe Captain Marvel, or I could bring out Mockingbird. Well, Captain Marvel thwarts for 2, so that would be 2, 3, 4, and then just my 1 would be enough to do it. Let's see here. That would be 1, and I would need... It might be good to hang on to my combat training because I'm going to need to start to do damage pretty soon here. We also have, if I bring Spider-Man out, I get to remove 3 threat from a side scheme. So that's a fairly interesting thing. I think that's the play we want to go with. So we're going to do Finesse in our Helicarrier. And so that's 2. Then we're not going to get Mockingbird or Captain Marvel out there, so we'll get rid of them and press the advantage. All right, so that's our 5 to play Spider-Man. So when Spider-Man comes into play, let's see here, it says, after you play Spider-Man from your hand, remove 3 threat from a side scheme. So we're going to take this one down to 2. And Spider-Man is a nice card there. Let's go ahead and have Spider-Man. We'll have him thwart for 2, which is going to clean up this Captured by Hydra. All right, so this is gone. We're going to get this card is going to come into our hand. We got Shang-Chi. It says if Shang-Chi comes into play, I can spend an energy and stun the enemy, but I don't have an energy to do that with. All right, so we're going to use a beat cop and a beat cop. So this one's going to go up to 2. This one's going to go up to 3. Actually, we're taking 2 off of there, so we're up to 3. All right. So here's my conundrum. When I attack, I'm going to attack for 1, 2, 3. I'm going to hit for 3, but he's got photographic reflexes that says when a player attacks, prevent all damage and deal an equal amount of damage to that player's identity. So I'm going to take 3 back, which I really, really don't like. So how do we handle that? We need to attack him with something light so we don't get beat up too bad, and I don't have anything that is light on the attacking right now. So we could use Shang-Chi and self-propelled glide to get our combat training out. Let me go ahead and do that. We'll get combat training out. So 2 to put out combat training. I'm going to crank us up another one. And then we're going to use that. Ooh, wait a minute. Or do I use these 2? Actually, that's a physical and a mental. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll stay at 1 here. We're going to use a physical and a mental to get rid of Taskmaster's shield. We'll get that puppy out of there. We don't want retaliate damage. And then we can... Do we thwart? No, I don't think so. I think we go hero side, and then we do arrest for 3. All right, so we're going to be done. We're going to untap, 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 untap all the things. And we're going to draw back up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's kind of a nice hand of stuff. I'm down with that. There's a Venom Blast in there. We got Shang-Chi in there, which we've also got Contaminant Immunity. There's all sorts of goodness in that hand. All right. Let's go over to the villain's turn. So we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. We don't have to worry about the hero being out and about stuff, so we're okay there. Taskmaster is going to see Jessica Drew out there, so he's going to scheme. He's going to scheme for 1. He's going to boost 1, so he's only going to scheme for 2. Oh, if I can get a hold of the card. That's up to 5. All right, next up is Encounter card. Encounter card is Mimicry. When revealed, alter ego. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If a thwart card was discarded, Taskmaster schemes. All right, so let's see if we find a thwart card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all of my stuff. And yes, there is a thwart card, so he's going to scheme, and he's going to get another encounter card that we're going to have to deal with. Okay, so he's going to scheme for 1. He's going to get a boost of none, so that's good. That's a scheme of 1. All right, I get to reshuffle my deck, even though that's not exactly how I wanted that to go, but we will see how this works out here. All right, well, the good thing is I'll get to use Jessica Drew's apartment. Maybe I'll be able to get something cool with that also, because now I'll have cards back for that, which will be nice. But let's see what this other encounter card is. I'm building up a lot of threat in 1 turn. So encounter card number 2 here is Gang Up, which is going to be a surge because we're an alter ego. So we're going to surge into photographic reflexes. All right, so he's got 2 photographic reflexes. So let's see here. Deal an equal amount of... So that's only going to happen once per attack. Oh, he's going to... Oh. Okay. So that's the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero side. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do Jessica Drew's apartment. We're gonna get 5 cards and look for one. We've got some cat commentary going over on the side here. Hi, Mr. Cat. So we've got Daredevil, some pheromones. Pheromones might be the thing to go with. Actually, that's interesting because he would attack, right? Prevent all damage would be dealt to the Taskmaster and deal an equal amount of damage. Oh, it doesn't say that it's an attack, so I don't think that that's going to happen there. We do... Getting Daredevil out would be kind of nice, though, because Daredevil's got a deal 1 damage to an enemy. Let's add Daredevil to our hand here, and then we have to shuffle everything. Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and recover with Jessica Drew. Do a recover. That's going to get us... Well, do I need to recover? Because we've got a contaminant immunity. If I play that, that's going to give me a tough. So maybe I shouldn't recover. Maybe I should save that for an attack. All right. And that's a hero action, so yeah, I think we're going to end up holding on to that. All right, so let's do Beat Cop and Beat Cop. So we're going to take 2 off of here. We get to draw a card with Avenger's Mansion. And we've got Under Surveillance. All right. God, Venom Blast would be nice too. We're going to go ahead and we're going to flip over to SpiderWoman. And we're going to get damage because of Taskmaster. And it looks like a 2 damage. All right, we're going to play Contaminant Immunity. That's going to give us back 3 health. And we're going to get a tough card. All right. Boy, lots of things going on here. Let's bring Shang-Chi into play, I think. That's a wild resource for an aspect card. Let's see, I can make a card cost 1 less. So I still think attack team does not say it's an attack. It gets attack counters. I may be messing that one up pretty good. We'll see. Let's see here. We haven't played any cards yet, so I think we're going to go ahead and attack with SpiderWoman. So she's attacking for 2, which is going to bounce off. It's going to come back and hit her tough. So it's going to cancel it, and one of these photographic reflexes is going to go away. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and attack with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's going to do 2 damage, but it's going to bounce back off, and I'm going to take 2 to my identity yet again. Eesh. All right. So what do we have after that? We've still got 2 that we can use to do something. So we could get another attack team out there. And, well, let's do Shang-Chi. We'll put Shang-Chi into play. And we're going to use the energy from this to stun Taskmaster. So he's stunned. All right. Let's go ahead and hit him with the Venom Blast. So Venom Blast is going to hit him for 5. So he's down to 6. We're at 1 on the chart here. Then we can do 1, 2, 3 to bring attack team into play, and that's going to get 3 counters. All right, we're going to attack team him and hit him for 2. So he's going to go from 6 down to 4. And then we'll attack him with Shang-Chi for 2. And then we'll hit him with this tack team for 2. All right, so that's going to get Taskmaster 1 out of the way. Then we have Taskmaster 2 comes out and he says, when revealed, deal each player an encounter card. All right, so we're going to get an encounter card. And let's see here. It still has a thing where we run into the top card does a thing. All right, so we're going to be done at that point. All right, so we've got SpiderWoman, Spider-Man. I'm trying to think of what we all did. We put a attack team and we did a Venom Blast. So those were 2 aggression cards. We did a Contaminant Immunity. So that we should be at 2. All right, we're going to be done. Get to untap lots of things. Got lots of stuff. All right, villain's turn. What are we doing on the villain's turn? So first off, he's going to see SpiderWoman out there. Well, first we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme, and then we decide what we're going to do. And I think we're going to go ahead and drop another threat on the main scheme. So it's 6. All right. Next up is Taskmaster. He's going to see SpiderWoman out there. You would attack her normally, but he doesn't because he's stunned. You get an encounter card. We've got to deal with an encounter card from him becoming Taskmaster 2. So we've got 2 cards to deal with. All right, card number 1 is Taskmaster's Training Camp. Taskmaster only accepts the best troops into his police force. Before a Hydra soldier can enlist, they must survive his training camp. So after a minion enters play, give it a tough status card. Okay. All right, that's going to get 2 on it. 2. There we go. Counter card number 2 is captured by Hydra. All right, so we're going to throw another ally, potential ally out there. We're going to put 5 threat on that. And I've got lots of targets to get rid of threat now. I forgot to draw cards. Oh, I should have 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? Okay. So Taskmaster, let's see here. We got a training camp. We got captured by Hydra. You also need some hit points. So we need 16. 16 hit points. All right. Bum, 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 bum. We got our tableau pretty built out here, so I'm feeling okay. We did take some damage, but I think we're doing okay here. All right, so that is the end of the villain's turn, and we're over to the hero turn. So this is going to go away. Let's look at what we got in our hand here. So actually, let's improve our hand a little bit. We'll go ahead and use that Avenger's Mansion. And we've got a self-propelled glide. All right. Skilled Investigator is, after a side scheme is defeated, I get to draw a card. So I think we're going to go ahead and put that into play. Get that out there. That's going to give us our first bonus. All right. Next thing we've got is... so many things to do. I could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might be able to take him out this round if I go all damage. I would kind of like to get that captured by Hydra guy out though. So I'm kind of torn. It would be nice to get another ally, I think, going further into the game. So I think I'm going to go after that. So let's see here. In order to do that, let's go ahead and do an inconspicuous. So we're going to take the 3 threat off of a scheme. So it's going to knock that down to 2. Then we'll use our beat cops to take 2 more off of there. So it's going to take captured by Hydra out. We can use our skilled investigator to draw a card when we get rid of a side scheme. And we get a minion into our hand, which is Moon Knight. All right. let's see here. Did I increase my beat cops? I don't think I increased my beat cops. So up to 5. Okay, now, so we've played Inconspicuous, and that's it so far. All right, now now that we got him, there's no real reason to keep things going. So in order to defeat Taskmaster, I need to do 16 points of damage. So there's 2, 4, 6. So that would involve me doing 5 as SpiderWoman. And right now I'm doing I would need to do attack for 5. Right now I'm attacking for 1, 2, 3. I did an Inconspicuous. So I think we'll do a press the advantage. So I'm going to use my helicarrier to play press the advantage for free. So that says deal 2 damage to an enemy. If he's stunned or confused, they get to draw a card, but he's not. So we're going to do 2 damage to him, but our boost is going to go up 1. All right, so now we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we can play combat training. For 2, we're going to put combat training out there. And then we hit him with attack team for 2. We hit him with Shang-Chi for 2. We hit him for Spider-Man for 2, which knocks him down to 8. All right. And Spider-Woman's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to attack with Spider-Woman for 5. Then we're going to play Self-Propelled Glide, ready Spider-Woman up, and attack with Spider-Woman again for 5. There we go. Looks like we got it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything big there. So, all right, we got the win. So what happens when we beat Taskmaster? All right, let's see what our victory stuff says. Let's see here. There's a little comic-y thing. There we go. So victory says, each player who rescued 1 or more allies from the Taskmaster encounter set adds those allies to their deck, records their names in the campaign log. Yes! Well, I didn't get Elektra, but I got Moon Knight and Shang-Chi. So that, I think, is going to help. So even though I used my laser cannon up earlier, I think having these 2 allies is going to be very helpful moving into the future here. So for number 3, we got Moon Knight, and we're also adding Shang-Chi. Now, what that means is I'm going to have to look up Shang-Chi because I don't know anything about him. That's a new hero for me. I know Moon Knight, but I don't know Shang-Chi. All right, so what do we have in the comic here? So, as allies, recorded them in the campaign log. All right, so in the comic, we've got what's going on, Taskmaster. Oh, she's going to widow's bite him. How did Hydra conquer New York City? It's not just New York, babe. Hydra rules all of America now. Madam Hydra brought Zola, the Reality Stone. Then the Doctor used its power to put Hydra in charge. Where is Zola now? He set up shop on Ellis Island. Rumor has it he's doing weird experiments there, trying to develop the perfect soldiers for Hydra. Got Iron Man doing his tough thing. I've heard enough. Let's go get him. So, all right. So it looks like the next one is going to be, yep, we're after Zola next. All right. So what did I think about this adventure? So I think in this scenario, I really got to make use a lot of Spider-Woman's things. I was a little bit afraid of Taskmaster because of his flipping stuff, taking the boost damage when you flip, plus the bonus damage or the bonus threat out there is a little bit on the scary side. So I was concerned for some of this game. Not as much like the other games I was pretty good with. This one, there was some concern with Taskmaster there. I think he could be a fairly tough villain. I've heard some people say that they just ran him over without much of a problem, but I think he could be concerning given the right cards. Again, B Cops came out. I haven't seen them in the first two games. They were very helpful in this game because I needed something to keep that threat down. I think without the Beat Cops, I would have been in a lot of trouble trying to get through this scenario. So, doing lots of damage. Getting Spider-Man out at the right time to help me get an ally was pretty key. Attack teams are doing all right. There's a rules question there. The attack team gets an attack counter, and when I use it, I spend an attack counter, but it's not on the card as an attack. So does attack team count as an attack or not as an attack? I might need to look that one up because that would have triggered Taskmaster's Retaliates, which I didn't trigger for those because it says when a player attacks Taskmaster, and those are actions, and they're not attack actions with the little parenthesis things around it saying attack. So I think I'm all right there. I wonder if that's been errated into stuff to say that that's an attack, but I don't know. So that looks like it. Other thing that's really cool is I think this is going to be video number 150. So that's pretty awesome. That's 150 plays out there, which is I'm really happy to kind of reach that number and have people watching the plays that I do. So thanks everybody that watches and comments and corrects my rules and stuff like that. So I do have, I'll do it in the next episode. I got a couple of announcement-y things to make related to information that's come in and some stuff that I'm trying to do. So stay tuned for the next episode. We'll do that in 151. So looks like that's it for now. We'll get ready to take on Zola in the next scenario, and thanks for watching.